Magog. Yeah. And if you want to know the origins of Gog and Magog, because they're constantly expanding, because they're spreading out, okay, in all directions. So the original Gog and Magog would be small in number, but eventually you're going to have Pakistani Gog and Magog. You're going to have Japanese Gog and Magog. You're going to have Chinese Gog and Magog, okay? But the original Gog and Magog are the ones where the center of power is located. This is only the periphery. Islamabad is the periphery. Here is the center. Where is the center? We say that it is Gog and Magog who attack Christian European civilization, which was Christendom, and transformed it into godless modern Western civilization. We say this is the civilization of Gog and Magog. And it is this civilization which now possesses a power which cannot be rivaled. It is this civilization which uses military power to attack, as Ambassador Adlan Rose was speaking about, the period of military conquest of the rest of the world, and then the colonization of the rest of the world, and then the decolonization. They are the ones who brought back Banu Israel to the town to reclaim it as their own. And so there is Gog and Magog. But originally, you have to look at the Caucasus Mountains. And when we do that, we find that it is the Khazar, K-H-A-Z-A-R, who converted to Judaism shortly after the time of the Prophet ﷺ. And so now you have a curious creature. They don't like me for this. A curious creature emerges in history who is not Semitic. He is most certainly not a cousin of the Arabs. He is European, but he's also a Jew. Oh? Can you have such a thing as a European Jew? I thought they were from the seed of Ibrahim alayhi salam through Ishaq alayhi salam. I thought they were Banu Israel. Not only is the European Jew something unique amongst Jews, but if you do a genetic test on him, you will see the evidence staring at you that he is genetically unique in the world. No other people are like him, the European Jew. And so we have identified for you that the Khazar, who are the original, have become Jews. And some of them also became Christians. And I believe some of them also became Muslims. So let me speak softly. The end of it all is that they're going to have a grand, mighty clash between Gog and Magog. And Allah speaks of it. وَتَرَكْنَا بَعْضَهُمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ يَمُوجُ فِي بَعْضٍ. يَمُوجُ فِي بَعْضٍ. Like waves crashing against each other. It can also mean merging with each other, which explains globalization around the world today, one global society. But the other meaning is the one I want to concentrate on now. The clash that will take place. You have my book somewhere around there, An Islamic View of Gog and Magog in the Modern World. There is this mighty clash that is going to take place. I don't want to spoil your tea, but when we examine to identify them today, there is no question but Magog is Russia and the alliance with Russia. And therefore Gog will have to be the Anglo-American-Israeli alliance. And when they clash, it's not going to be with bows and arrows, or not. It's going to be nuclear weapons and thermonuclear weapons, and only those can produce dukhan. And most of mankind are going to die. But I don't think the heavens will be weeping for most of them. Because they have eyes and yet they don't see. They have ears and yet they don't hear. They have hearts and yet they don't understand. The Quran is in the world, but they don't read the Quran and study it. So they're just like cattle. أُولَٰئِكَ كَالْأَنْعَامِ. Most of mankind are going to die when this clash takes place. After that, self-destruction, mutual self-destruction. The state of Israel will be defenseless. And then comes the army from Khorasan. And it's not a Muslim army that will destroy Israel, because Israel will already be broken. At that time, said the Prophet ﷺ, لَتُقَاتِلُنَّ الْيَهُودِ, Sahih Bukhari. لَتُقَاتِلُنَّ الْيَهُودِ, you're going to fight them, the Jews. وَلَتَقْتُلُنَّهُمْ, and you will kill them, you will defeat them. Not all Jews. No, don't take a hadith in isolation. When you go to the totality of the Quran, you'll find if there are Jews who stand with you and condemn Israel, there are such Jews. They're there in Brooklyn. They support the oppressed. How can you say that these are Jews who are referred to in this hadith? So not all Jews. لَتُقَاتِلُنَّ الْيَهُودِ وَلَتَقْتُلُنَّهُمْ حَتَّى يَقُولُ حَجَرٌ. At that time the stones will speak. Ya Muslim, هَذَا يَهُودِيٌّ وَرَائِي فَتَعَالَ فَقْتُلْ. They're going to be on the run. So this is not a confrontation, a military confrontation where we will then destroy Israel, because they're going to be on the run. They're going to be hiding behind trees and stones. So the breaking of the power of Israel will take place with the Gog and Magog clash. It is after this. No, I left out something before that. After Dajjal is killed, which is our next lecture, then Gog and Magog, the clash will take place. They will surround Nabi Isa alayhi salam in Bayt al-Maqdis. They say, we've killed all those who are on earth, now let's kill all those who are in the heavens above. So they're going to be military warfare above. Space. It's called Star Wars. Yeah. And then Nabi Isa alayhi salam will pray to Allah. And he will destroy Gog and Magog. And something will attack them at the back of the neck, the top of the spine. And we have some medical doctors here, so you've got homework to do now. And they fall down paralyzed. Could be that the immune system was devastated, and the smallest, tiniest attack could cause you to be paralyzed. And they die, and by next morning their bodies are rotting. And Allah will then send prehistoric birds with huge necks and pick up these bodies and have them disposed where Allah will have them disposed. This is the end of Gog and Magog. But after that comes the destruction, the finishing off of the state of Israel, and then the Khilafah is restored in Jerusalem. And the truth triumphs over falsehood, and justice triumphs over injustice and oppression. I'm sorry that I had to race with this. I normally don't race like this. But we wanted to finish in 1 hour, and we finished in 1 hour and 5 minutes. So you can have your tea now. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين آمين.